What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode series, and I can tell you I am a very happy man because this is coming soon, 2016 Amazon. But anyway, we finished 9th last race in the Australian Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo's Grand Prix, and it was eventful, but it was more eventful than this, which wasn't very eventful, this movie right there. And I will leave it to you, Crofty.
Welcome to today's practice session at the Sepang International Circuit. We're approximately 60 kilometers south of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. This 5.5 kilometer track provides all of the things that a racing driver could want of a circuit. So after the first race, how do you think this season will compare to previous years?
Well, I hope that we're in for a fantastic season. The Mercedes team have certainly come out of pre-season testing the strongest, which is all well and good, but it's the racing where the pace really counts. It's always difficult to predict, therefore, who's going to come out on top.
The new regulations for this year say goodbye to the somewhat unique nose designs that we saw on the 2014 cars.
The 2014 changes were brought in to promote safety, but I don't think it was anticipated how the teams would exploit the regulations. This year, those regulations have been tightened up to give us a more traditional look to the noses on the 2015 cars.
Right, so let's get into this episode. Second place at the moment. I tried to do a few more laps because I'm not as comfortable in Malaysia. I don't like it as much as Australia. For me, it's not as free-flowing as normal track. Still, on the prime tyres, I believe these are the prime tyres. Despite being reddish orange, but yeah, we go through here. I always feel good in this sector here. It's a swooping left-hander, a long swooping left-hander, and then you go to a bit of a shorter right-hander. That one's quite tricky. And then here, when you get it right, you can just be on the pedal for the full right-hander. It's kind of a 40-degree right-hander in a way, but this corner is where you can brake really hard, nice and hard into the corners. Hit the apex, get a nice exit off the apex. And and then another right-hander here. It's not a swooping right-hander. That corner's always tricky because I tend to go wide. And another swooping left-hander, and then another right-hander. There's a lot of right and left-handers here. So as you can expect, the tyre weight is severely bigger than any other track. I think, if I'm correct, Malaysia is the circuit for the most tyre weight, I believe. But as we come into the corner here, again another swooping left-hander. That one's got to be the hardest because you're going at such speed and you want to hit with such precision. And I come across the line in 3rd place. Wasn't the greatest of laps, but as you can see there, Lewis Hamilton, Raikkonen, Rosberg, Ricciardo, Vettel, Bottas, Massa, Kvyat, Ericsson and Hulkenberg make the top 10 in the Malaysian Grand Prix practice. But as we move on here into qualifying, I get an achievement, and off to you, Crofty.
We head into qualifying here in Kuala Lumpur. Over the next few minutes, we'll find out who's got pace in the car and who hasn't. Last year we saw a wonderful race here in Malaysia, and I'm expecting another fascinating weekend to come here in Kuala Lumpur.
Well, there are at least 3 or 4 other drivers that could be strong contenders for a front row start tomorrow. So it's difficult to predict who will come out on top, but it's certainly going to be an exciting qualifying session today.
Right, let's go. Starting the lap here, 8th gear, revving the engine there, a heavy braking, a bit of a Mr. Braking apex, but hugging the swooping right-hander. Then there's a tight left-hander. Again, just pure wear on the tyre. The tyres have so much wear on them during the course of the weekend. As we come up here, 5 minutes left in the qualifying session here, and going into the heavy braking zone. As we come out of the braking zone in a swooping left-hander, a swooping left, now the swooping right-hander, going a bit wide, but at least I didn't go off the track this time. As we come up to the bit where you can effectively go full throttle in 4th gear and 5th gear. As we move on here, going down the back straight effectively. No, it's not, sorry, I'm not wrong, the back straight. Not the back straight, and again causing heavy wear on the tyres due to heavy braking points. But coming through here with 0.6 seconds quicker, I believe, than Sebastian Vettel, which is amazing considering we could beat swooping left-hander, then swooping right-hander, and then this is the most, I'd say this is the trickiest corner of the whole season, I believe, because you've got to get it perfect so you get the right exit and all that. And then now we come onto the back straight, going into 8th gear, DRS wide open, heavy braking again, trying to get the apex spot on. Not spot on, but it was relatively good. And we come down here on the final bit. It's going to be a 1 minute 42.1. That puts us in 6th, and that's the way we remain. And we celebrate again with, well, I'll just name him Alan. We'll celebrate with Alan there. Nice celebration with Daniel Ricciardo and Alan there. And as you can see, Sebastian Vettel, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Rosberg, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Kvyat and Nasser round off the top
Good afternoon
10.
and welcome from Sepang, where the cars and drivers are getting ready to start the Malaysia Grand Prix. A wonderful performance from Sebastian Vettel yesterday sees the driver starting from P1 in today's race. A race that, of course, he'll be hoping he can go on and win.
There are a lot of variables that can cause a driver to be happy with the car one day to struggling with it the next. Track temperature, excessive tyre wear or a change of fuel load can all affect the feel of a car. He'll definitely be hoping that when the race gets underway, he's got the same balance as he enjoyed in qualifying.
It was a good win last time out for Lewis Hamilton, who will still be feeling buoyant going into today's race. He knows he's got the beating of the rest of the field as long as he doesn't hit any reliability issues with his Mercedes.
Well, Lewis can beat anyone on his day. His pace has been second to none at times. He just has a knack of finding those extra tenths which others can't. I'm expecting him to be particularly strong at the end of the stints today.
Alright, let's begin. 6th place. Can we possibly get there? Grosjean in front of us as we 5 laps out, and it's away we go here in the Malaysian Grand Prix. An alright start there, not the greatest of starts. Going down, we lose a place to Hülkenberg, but we manage to gain it back. And then Hülkenberg goes around the out inside of us. We cut down the inside. Vettel, who started in first, had a terrible start there, as you can see. He's down into 3rd place now. It looks like Rosberg is going to take him. Rosberg does take him there, and a spin has happened there, but we will now go back and look at the start of the Grand Prix or just viewing the whole field there. As you can see, a bit of smoke, loads of smoke from the tyres moving here. Hülkenberg, as you can see, making some good ground up there, going past Romain Grosjean. But luckily we managed to cut inside and take him around the inside of that swooping right-hander. And well, there's a spin. Maldonado, no, that was Grosjean. Sorry, Grosjean with the spin as we come round the stand here, and now Hülkenberg on board with Nico Hülkenberg. Let's see, yeah, he goes down the inside of Romain Grosjean. Some good pace from the Force India there, but. As he comes around here to the swooping right-hander, we manage to cut inside wonderfully, but then he has the inside line, and he just manages, scrapes our side pod, and he manages to fall just behind Vettel. But Vettel, he had a horrid start, an absolutely horrid start to this Malaysian Grand Prix here. As you can see, Hamilton flies past him, and he's thinking, okay, 2nd place, that's not the bad, I can possibly get Hamilton back on the straights. But then Kimi Raikkonen cuts down the inside, and then Rosberg cuts down the inside, and now he's down to 4th, and then I come here trying to overtake Vettel, and I do. But now we ride on with Romain Grosjean, who had a wonderful start to the race, but unfortunately something happened to him, as we saw earlier, but we weren't riding on board. But now we are riding on board, going wheel-to-wheel racing there with Nico Hülkenberg, trying to go around the outside of Hülkenberg. He touches him, then he touches him again, causes him to spin, and that just caused a pile-up there, and he was therefore put into last place. Couldn't go past. But as we move on here, back into live action, Sebastian Vettel, lap 2, overtook us, but we make a diving move down the inside. Can we make it stick? Yes, we can. We make the move on Vettel's stick, and a nice shot overtake there from Jeff. Cheers, Jeff. Right, so Rosberg is 2 seconds away, but unfortunately nothing else happened. We're trying to escape from Vettel now, but Bottas and Vettel coming down the inside of us here in the right-hander. But we go considerably wide. Vettel, we hit Vettel, and Vettel has spun off. Vettel has spun off, and I believe so did Bottas. Yes, Bottas did spin off, and now we have some free air. But as we go into lap 7 here, nothing else really happened, and we are actually going into the pits this lap for some intermediates, because as you can see there's a bit of rain trinkles on the camera, and look at the brakes steaming up there. Wonderful effect from Codemasters, I believe. Gives the real visual effect of the race, and it makes it seem as though it's really real and it's happening for real and you're watching it live. But as we come in here to the Red Bull pit crew, as again I think they are still the fastest potentially pit crew out there, because obviously they must have been quick for Vettel to win 4 championships. But I believe that was a 2.4 second stop, which is amazingly quick. Obviously, considering FIO's new safe pit rule, where it can't be too quick, otherwise, otherwise something will happen like Jenson Button did, where his wheel fell off. But again, as we cut to the next pit stop here, nothing else really happened throughout that stint. It was quite a boring stint, but what did happen was that the rain fully stopped, and Daniel Ricciardo came in, or we came in, sorry, for some prime tyres there. Another good angle there. The Red Bull crew looking happy at the moment. But as we move on here, going through the pit lane, and hopefully going to potentially get 3rd place, I believe I was at this point. As you can see, Vettel just coming out of the Ferrari pits. And as we move to a live podcast, and again, nothing else happened in the in this stint. However, because Sebastian Vettel was in fact closing in on us, we decided to move to the next, effectively the next pit stop, because our tyres were considerably worn out, and I thought if I can get fresh tyres and potentially close on Vettel late on in the lap, hopefully I will be able to overtake him on the last few corners of the Grand Prix. That was my thinking. And as we come in again for the 3rd pit stop in a 50% lap race, that is quite that's not impressive for tyre wear. And as we're again a very quick stop there again, but Vettel obviously overtook us. The man of Russia just coming out of the pits as we do there. The swooping camera angle when Daniel Ricciardo comes past us, and right, we're on 4th place now. Obviously Vettel has overtaken us, and I'm sorry for the lack of action so far in this Grand Prix. Nothing has really happened currently, and I will leave you to this lap, which was the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and I will leave you to a lap fully of the Malaysian Grand Prix. I hope you enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As we move on to lap 28 of 28, we will close the gap massively down to Vettel. 3 seconds. It was 9 seconds when we did the fastest lap here. As we can literally see Vettel. Are we going to make the move? We can see Vettel. We could make a dip braking move, but there's no way we're going to catch him. We brake considerably late to close the gap even more. And what is the gap going to be here at this sector? The gap is just a mere 1.6 seconds. If only there was one more lap. We can literally see we're within touching distance of Sebastian Vettel. This Grand Prix has not been entertaining. We could at least potentially spark it up by overtaking Vettel here in the last few corners of the Grand Prix, but unfortunately the swooping right-hander, we got a very good exit, I believe, on that, but we were unfortunate. We were unable to close on Sebastian Vettel, but Lewis Hamilton again wins the race. 50 points he's now got, but look how close we are to Vettel. Tried to make a diving move down the inside. If I had touched him, it would have only meant a penalty, but we come through here in 5th place, a relatively good, gained a position from our starting place, but I believe we could do better next time, and unfortunately just missing out. Daniel Ricciardo doesn't look happy because we were supposed to get 4th place. He would have looked a lot happy and Alan would have celebrated with us, but so far not a great place, and I will leave it to you, Crofty.
With a brilliant race victory.
Yes, definitely. It was a brilliant race, and one that you can tell the fans really enjoyed.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
And it is also goodbye from me. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new, whatever you didn't like in the episode, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, and goodbye.